when a couple has experienced war in very, very different ways. I don't know about you guys, but I know that I want to know every single experience that my spouse has been through. It makes me feel close to them. I hate it when my spouse goes through an experience that I have no entryway into, that I have no access to. It makes me feel alone. It makes me feel out of the inner circle. This is such a stupid thing, but my husband went to boarding school, and when he and his boarding school mates get together, it's so much fun for him. But there's part of me that's like, oh, I wish I'd have gone so I'd be in on all the in jokes. We like to experience closeness. When a couple has had the extreme experience of one of them fighting for war while the other one's fighting on the home front, and fighting not with a gun, but just by being brave and continuing life, it's not always easy for that couple to share all their experiences. I can imagine a soldier thinking, I don't want to terrify my wife to hearing all the sordid things that I've been through. I don't want to bring all that horrible trauma back into my home front. What if I go back to war again? If she has too many details, she's going to worry even more than she did the last time. Maybe I'm not ready to put into words some of the things that I've seen, experienced, dealt with. Maybe for me, the pain of war needs to stay in the field and home needs to be a safe place. So if somebody isn't willing to share their experiences, it might be very difficult for the other person. I think there's a wisdom in us having the depth to be able to say, there are some things that need to be shared, there are some things that don't need to be shared, and there are some things that might be shared one day, but now's not the time. To be able to create a sense of safety for somebody coming back from a traumatic experience without having to overpry, overpush, get all the details, and without making them feel guilty for not sharing. Realizing that if your spouse isn't ready to share or isn't willing to share because they want to protect you, you can talk to them about how that makes you feel. You can ask them to share enough so that you can feel included. But the ability to say, I'm here to bring love and support and understanding to my partner. I might think that I have a need to know everything, but maybe that's not going to be helpful for them. Maybe they're not ready to put those experiences back into words. Maybe it's okay for me to say, we're close and loving, and you're holding on to information that you're not ready to really articulate or share yet. Isn't you distancing me? It's what you need to be able to cope right now. It takes a very wise spouse to know when it's time to be open to listening and when it's not time to push for the person to talk. And I think this would be very hard for me. Again, I would want to hear all the details. I would want to feel close by, imagining the whole situation. But I understand sometimes that when I'm being supported, I have to be supported in the way that I need it. When I need to share, then I need you to listen. When I need to just feel your love without you needing to hear all the details, then that's the role that has to be played. So I wish all our couples like a lot of luck, a lot of insight and wisdom into knowing what it means to recreate safety, what it means to recreate closeness without opening things that shouldn't yet be opened, and without being resentful that people who aren't ready to open are not opening yet.